Is an Iranian international athlete being forced to apologize for competing at an international stage without a hijab? Well, it seems so, as many supporters of the anti-hijab revolution are claiming so. Hello and welcome to India Today Digital. I'm Anjali Istawal, and in this video we're going to tell you how the Iranian athlete defied the mandatory hijab rule and is now apologizing for it. This news basically relates to an incident that happened at an international competition for scaling in South Korea in Seoul. This Iranian athlete, who goes by the name of Elnaz Rekabi, she was seen competing in one of the events without a hijab. Although she was wearing a bandana in the previous events, but at that particular event, she was seen without a hijab. Of course, it was taken as an action that was in solidarity with the anti-hijab protests that are going on in Iran currently. Not just in Tehran, but in many other cities of Iran. And this time, not just women, but also young men are providing support to this revolution. But now it seems that that athlete has apologized. She has posted a story on her Instagram and she has apologized for her actions, and she says that it happened by mistake. Let me tell you the statement that she has written. She has about 200,000 followers on her Instagram, and she says, "I firstly apologize to all the concerns I have caused. Due to the timing and sudden call to begin the climb, my hijab unintentionally became problematic. I am currently on my way back to Iran alongside the team based on the pre-scheduled timetable." Now, this statement has raised concerns among women who have been watching this revolution, keeping an eye on this revolution. Even the UN Office of the High Commissioner for Human Rights has stated that they are raising their concerns with the Iranian authorities and that they are aware of the situation. When Rekabi reached Tehran, she received a hero's welcome. There were many people who came to greet her, and she was seen as a symbol of a protest against this mandatory rule of hijab. Rekabi might have backtracked a little bit right now, but you have to understand that there are rumors, or rather let's call them unconfirmed reports, that her passport was taken away from her by the Iranian authorities. She was tricked into going to the Iranian embassy in Seoul, and then she was told to return back with her teammates. There are also some unconfirmed reports which say that she was offered a safe passage. Now, all this relates back to another incident. Iran has earlier seen a woman who is in sports arena earlier leaving Iran and not ever coming back because of this hijab issue. I must tell you about Shorore Bayat. She was an Iranian referee and she was part of the World Chess Championship of the women's category in Beijing in China, where she was photographed wearing a hijab very loosely, but in some of the angles it looked like that she wasn't wearing a hijab. The Iranian media touted that picture and said that she was in fact protesting against hijab through this gesture. Although Bayat at that point of time completely denied it, and she released statements stating that she was not intending to do any such thing. In fact, she was wearing the hijab, but due to that extreme pressure she faced from the Iranian authorities and the Iranian media, she never came back to Iran. In fact, from China, she went to Russia, where the last leg of the competition was, and from there she fled directly to UK. She chose never to wear the hijab again. In fact, there is an Indian shooter. She also chose not to wear the hijab in 2016. Hina Sidhu famously said that she's not going to participate in the competition for Airgun championship because she's being forced to wear a hijab in Iran. She said, "This is my choice. If you have the choice to practice your religion, I should be given that choice too." In fact, her primary concern was that why should religion be brought into sports arena? If sportsmen have been invited by a country like Iran, then they should not force the sportsmen to follow their religious rules. Hina Sidhu had, in fact, on a previous occasion, done a similar thing. In 2013 also, she had pulled out of a competition in Iran because she refused to wear hijab. Currently, friends of the Iranian athlete say that they've not been able to contact her and are extremely worried about her safety. The 33-year-old athlete has been untraceable, though there were reports, there were visuals of her reaching Tehran, but where did she go after that? Nobody knows that. Meanwhile, the entire world is looking at Iran and the women of Iran as they raise a strong voice against this hijab. Do tell us what you think about this video and also comment in the comment section. And for more news updates, subscribe to India Today.